Hey guys, my name is Caroline Middlebrook and this is the first video on a brand new channel that I'm starting today, which I'm calling Sports Trading Newbie. Now this is in response to another channel that I've had going for quite a few months, which is on the subject of matched betting. I'll show you that one. It's also called Match Betting Newbie, so I've just picked kind of the same name. So I get the feeling that quite a few of the people that will be initially watching this video are probably going to have come from that channel. So what I'm going to do in this video is just tell you a little bit about what I plan to do with this channel and what my background is, what I've tried so far, what I plan to do, and sort of where I plan to go. So in terms of sports betting and trading in general, as of sort of a year or so ago, I had never even placed a sports bet, certainly in my life. I had no interest in sports, certainly not football, horse racing, things like that, and the whole world of that was totally new to me. And I accidentally kind of fell into this match betting thing, and so I started this channel here, this Match Betting Newbie. And what I did was in that channel I kind of just showed what I was doing week by week. I showed the profits, and up to, I think, the latest I got to was about £5,000 in profit from that. So that's a one-off. That's not like £5 grand a month or anything. But one of the problems that I found with matched betting is that it's limited in several ways. It's not an income you can do full time unless you have many accounts. And it's not something that you can scale at will. It's very much dependent on bookmakers giving you offers which you exploit. So it's not like you can decide to just scale it up, and if you're making £500 a month, you're going to scale it up so that the next month or in a year's time you can make £5 grand a month. It doesn't work that way. And also it's kind of restrictive in that the bookmakers kind of can cotton on to what you're doing, and after a while they can just turn around and say, we're not going to send you any offers anymore. It's what's called a gubbing, and they restrict your account. So match betting is great as a side income, but it is not something that's sustainable, and it's not long term, and it's not scalable. And what I'm looking for is an income which is exactly those things. And I started to learn about sports trading. So trading for me, I do it on a platform called Betfair, which is one of the main betting exchanges. There are 4 betting exchanges in the UK. You've got Betfair, Smarkets, Matchbook, and BetDAC. Those are the only 4 that I know of. So in this channel, I'm not going to try to explain what trading is. If you are a complete beginner, I would suggest you go and Google it, because there is tons of information out there. There are a load of videos. I mean, there's loads of channels on YouTube which are dedicated to sports trading, and I am not here to try and teach it, because I'm very much a beginner at this, and my experience so far has not been great. Which I'll talk about in a moment. So if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, go and look at something else first, and then sort of come back to my channel. So what I'm going to be doing is just showing kind of what I'm going to be starting something new, and I'm going to be going sort of step by step, and on this channel I'll just catalogue my progress. I'll show my mistakes and screw ups, because that's what I seem to be quite good at doing, is screwing things up. So the platform that I'll be using is Betfair, and the reason for that is because I want to use a piece of software for my trading, which is going to be BetAngel, which I have already purchased, and that integrates with Betfair nicely. And Betfair has the largest amount of liquidity, which means that there is more money traded on Betfair than the other platforms. Now for match betting, I use Smarkets. That was integrated with the software that I use for match betting, which was called Odds Monkey. Now, if you don't know what all these terms are, don't worry. Like I said, just, if you don't know what BetAngel is, go and Google it. There is a channel on YouTube by the creator of BetAngel. His name is Peter Webb, and I highly recommend you go and watch his channel. So I'm not going to try to explain how to use it. I'm not going to try and teach it. But because I'm going to be using it, a lot of my videos are going to be within the BetAngel software. So let me talk a little bit about my experience with trading so far. So I actually started with football trading because on the match betting background that I came across, I started off just doing football because horse racing seemed somehow scarier. So I didn't do anything with horse racing for a little while, and so I started off just with trading. Just with football. So when I started trading, I was also trading football, and I used this website here called Goal Profits. And what they do is they we got the yeah, it shows you they've got kind of a whole load of strategies for how to trade football. There's different types of strategies for like first half goals or a late goal, or when you've got a certain team which are ahead, and all sorts of different things. And they have this software that shows all of the stats of the games which are currently being played live. Now, my problem with football is that I hate football. And many people commented on this on my match betting channel. They said, oh, how do you expect to make any money if you don't like the game? And I think that those people were correct. I think the reason why I was never able to make a consistent income with football trading was simply because I refused to watch the game. I hate football. I'm not going to watch it. So what I did was I was using this Goal Profits website and seeing if I could make a profit using the stats alone. And the answer to that was no, I couldn't. So I tried this for months and months. I tried loads of different strategies. I had it all logged on spreadsheets. I was very methodical with it, but I never started a channel on it because I was failing. And so what I'm doing now is I have swapped over and I'm now doing horse racing trading. And so for this, I have found another course which I'm using, and this is the Betfair trading course, and you can't see it on the website. It's actually called bfscalper.com. Now this is very cheap. It's 90 quid and it's a one-off payment. Goal Profits was a monthly thing. I think that cost £27 a month for that. So as long as I was doing it, I had to pay that. Now, if I could have made a consistent profit, then 27 quid a month would have been nothing for me. But I'm not, so I'm trying horse racing. Now, the reason why I've moved on to horse racing is because it's a completely different thing. With football, you have to, it's all about trading the game live while it is being played. You need to have kind of a feel for when a goal is coming in or when a goal is not going to come in. And then you kind of need to be able to trade. You need a kind of a bit of a psychic superpower to find out what's going to happen. And if you've got knowledge of the teams, of the players, of the way they behave, of how they tend to play in certain circumstances, you've got the advantage. You've got that edge. With all trading, you need to have an edge. Now, with horse racing, I'm not going to be trading live, at least not initially. What I'm going to be doing is something called pre-race trading. So that's where I'm going to be trading on the markets in the sort of 5 to 10 minutes leading up to the start of the off with the race. And the particular type of trading I'm doing is something called scalping. And what that is very different to football. It's where you're watching the way the markets move, and you're trying to predict a certain trend, like you think, oh, this is going to drop, the price is going to drop at any moment, and you put in a trade, and that trade might literally be seconds. You put in a back bet and a lay bet, or a lay and then a back, within seconds of each other, hoping that you're going to catch the price movement in a certain direction, and you will scalp what's called a little bit of the profits off the top. It's very small profits, but it's repeated over and over and over again. So you might place several trades on one race and you might scalp a few pence each time, and then if you repeat that over several races, you know, it's turning into pounds, and then if you can continue that every day, you've got yourself an income. That is the basics of scalping. Now again, I'm not going to try and teach this. If you want to learn about scalping, go and Google it. There are plenty of other people that have taught it, and you know, I'm not going to try and teach. What I'm going to show is what I'm doing. So this is the course which I have purchased, and this is what I'm going to be going through. Now I'm going to show you a little bit here about, I'm going to show you kind of the inside of the course. So this is me, I've logged into it, and we've got a few pages now. This is not a very good mobile friendly site because this is kind of, yeah, I'm going to have to sort of move, no, it's not going to work. So Stuart if you're watching this, he's the creator of the course. It's not very mobile friendly because this isn't moving in response to my changing of the screen. So this course, if I have one criticism of it so far, it's that it's massive long pages of content and there's no easy way to kind of see where you are. So it starts with this start here page, and there is lots and lots and lots of text. We've got some videos thrown in and lots of text, and you know, the guy who's created this, Stuart, he says, you know, make sure you go through all, here we go, please do not skip any content. So I have been diligent, I have read all of this, I've watched the videos, but it's a lot, it's a lot of content, and sometimes I kind of switch off. There's only so much I can take in one go, and this is one of my problems with the course so far. So he's got a section on BetAngel here. So this is where he explains how to set it up for the purposes of this particular, his method of scalping. So again, there's lots of screenshots here, there's lots of text. You know, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to follow, but from what I can tell from reading the reviews of other people, this seems to be the best course which is out there. So I'm just scrolling here. And then he's got a video here. Now, again, notice the website is not really, this top block is not moving, it's not compressing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my screen up. Try to, there we go. Yeah, so sorry, these videos are not showing very well here, but this is because the web page doesn't work brilliantly on a smaller screen. So the basic scalping page is absolutely massive, and this is the bulk of what I will be going through and what I will be learning. So what I've done so far, I bought this course months ago, and I've got to admit, so far I have been struggling to get through it. Some of these videos are really long, like, I try and find it. So there's one here, types of scalping with examples, when it wants to load. Hold on one second. Okay, I've got it to load now. So yes, this particular video, for example, type of scalping with examples, you know, it's just a 25-minute video. And for me, I find that hard going. You know, I have kind of a low attention span, and I struggle to watch, you know, these videos that are kind of like 15, 20, 25 minutes. There's another one here. Where is it? State management. Here, main 20-minute scalping video. It's actually 22 minutes. And what you can't see my scroll bar on the right, but this just keeps going. There is so much content in this course, which is awesome. It's great, but for me personally, I find it's quite hard to kind of think, where am I? What have I watched? You know, if I'm coming back to this over a period of days, you know, what I can't do, I can't sit and watch all these videos in one day. It just, you know, I start to switch off. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to watch a few videos, and then I'm going to try a trade. I'm going to try doing an actual scalp. Now, one thing about this BetAngel software, I have this BetAngel Professional. I decided to buy that because I got a discount on it. I think, I can't actually remember how much I paid, maybe £100, don't know. It doesn't really show you much here, but one of the things that it has is, oh yeah, it does show you practice mode. Practice mode on BetAngel allows you to kind of use the software just as it is live, showing the live event, but you're not actually using real money, you're using paper money. Now, I've had mixed experience with this in the past. When I first started trying this out, one of my problems is that I kept getting it wrong. You know, I think, oh, the market's going to move down. I enter my trade, it doesn't, it goes up, and so it goes against me, and so I'm losing money. And then I'm getting annoyed with it, and I'm getting frustrated, and I'm like, oh, screw it, this is just practice mode, I don't care, I'm just going to let it run, and I end up losing all the money. So the problem with practice mode is, because I know it's not real money, I don't think I'm taking it quite as seriously. So this time around, I want to try to take it seriously, because I want to practice, because I know that I'm not very good at this, and if I go in straight with real money, it's going to be too risky and too scary. So I'm going to do this in practice mode, but I will try to take it seriously. So what I intend to do is actually show some of those trades live using the software. When I say live, I'll be doing it live, recording it, and then I'll be posting it on the video. I won't actually be doing a kind of a live stream as such. And so because I've watched some of these videos before, that's the wrong page, you know, I'll just kind of, I'll watch a video, I'll do a trade, I'll watch another video, I'll do a trade, and I'll just gradually work through the course. Now again, here we go, I'm about halfway through the page right now. There is just so many videos, there's so much stuff to learn here. You know, he talks about the actual scalping. He's showing, like this one here, this is a 38-minute video showing 7 trades live, and it's very useful, but oh, I would have preferred if that was 7 videos. You know, it's hard for me to get through. So there's another one here, another 22 minutes. You know, he's got loads and loads and loads of examples. He's got loads of information. You know, he talks about here with losses. And then we've got another section over here called member feedback. Now, a lot of that is where he's showing the success that people have had, but he's also got a lot of questions that people have asked and that he's answered. So some of it is sort of emails. You know, look at this: a member's making 2 to 3 grand a month after 19 months. It's a long time. It's a big investment. One thing that Stuart talks about here is that this isn't a quick fix. You know, I don't expect to be making a full-time income in a couple of months of doing this. Oh, the video's not loading again. So this is, let me try and reload the page. Sorry, this is very much a waffly video. Hopefully future ones that I do will be a bit more concise. I've just looked at the time. I'm already 18 minutes in, so I do apologize. Generally speaking, I try to keep my videos around the kind of like 5 to 10 minute mark. Okay, I think that's loaded now. So yes, a lot of these videos are where he's showing other people's successes. Now these I quite like to see because I find that's encouraging if I'm struggling. But there's also, I think further down, there's quite a few sort of questions that people have asked somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, so this is what I'm going through. And basically what this channel is, I'm not trying to teach it. I'm just going to show what I'm doing. And that's it, really. I'm just going to show what I'm doing, and I'll show you how I get on. Hopefully I will be able to, you know, learn this skill of scalping and actually make an income with it. And I hope that I can, because you see, one of the things I like about trading is that you don't rely on the bookie. This is using Betfair only. You're only using the Betfair platform, and it means that it's scalable. You know, you can start off with a stake of £10, or you can have a stake of £100. You can do whatever you want. Betfair is never going to restrict you. Betfair is never going to stop you from placing a bet. And you can trade as many events as you like, whether it's horse racing, whether it's football, whether it's tennis. You can just do as many as you like, as many as you've got time for. You can trade. You can do as much as you want. You're never restricted. So it's completely scalable. That's what I like about this. So the way I see it, it's almost like a skill that gives you a job that you can do from home. Kind of, you know, a work at home job. That's how I see it. Right, I've just seen the time here. I'm coming up to 20 minutes now, so I do apologize for the length of the video. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Please do give me feedback. You know, if you've got any ideas for things you'd like to see on the channel, I'm open to hearing them. If you think I suck, that's fine. Let me know. I can take it all on the chin. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye.